Good morning, my dear viewers. For this TikTok, my name is Tanish. I am from Mechanical. For my TikTok, my topic for the day is aluminum alloys. Today, I am going to aware you people about aluminum alloys. And what are my basic points to aware you people is why is aluminum used, and what is the major constituent in aluminum, and why is only aluminum used, as aluminum is used in alloying, and what is the major functionality in industry using in aluminum, and what are the properties involved in aluminum. So let's go and start with aluminum alloys. So starting with my TikToks. So, here is my presentation. Uh, First, let's look at what are the properties of aluminum. What are our selecting criteria? What do we select? Basically, when we select some particular like element, that is aluminum, we see for its properties. What are its properties? We see its availability, we see its cost, and we see its manufacturing. To see these all factors, we then once we see these all factors, then we can decide whether this particular element is suitable or no. So for this particularly, we decide by suiting this. Coming to properties of this properties. What are the major properties? When we see about concerned with our chapter with MMOS, so we see the strength of material. Like when a basic engineer thinking from the way of engineer, so we need durability. For durability, we need higher strength of material. So to see the strength of material, so we see aluminum has very good strength, that is yield strength or ultimate strength is very good in aluminum. So we see first mechanical factors, and after seeing that, we have very good fatigue also we have very good in aluminum. The reason we are choosing is this has very good mechanical properties, and our hardness also, we have very good hardness in aluminum, and our impact strength. When we see about impact test, like as we have already done our lab experiment on impact test, so in the same way, after doing impact test, we have very good impact test results from the aluminum, and that is toughness and ductility. We have very good factors in aluminum. So we are choosing this aluminum. What are the best properties? These are the properties of aluminum. When we see about the physical properties, that is, whenever as a designer of mechanical engineering, we need to see for even design also. So you need to see what is its thermal strength. Will it be able to withstand this much amount of heat capacity, heat acting upon? So we need to see its thermal properties. It has very good thermal properties also. It can withstand very good heat capacity. Coming like we see the aluminum, or what do you see are engines. The exterior of engine is the first engine, that is Wright brothers designed a flight engine that is designed by aluminum. The reason behind choosing is this has very good thermal capacity, thermal heat resistance. It can withstand very good thermal resistance. So this is the reason behind choosing aluminum. Then again, one more thing is thermal expansion. It is very good with its thermal expansion and density, and you need to see its weight ratio also. Weight ratio of aluminum is it is like properly compatible for its designer. Then seeing for chemical properties, when you see of chemical properties, the first chemical property which always comes in your mind is oxidation. Is it going to react with atmospheric conditions, and is it going to yeah. Now looking at its chemical properties, when you see your chemical properties, that is your corrosion comes into your mind, because whenever we see anything metals kind of thing, this is actually a non-ferrous metal. When you see these gets reacted with atmospheric conditions, once this gets reacted, it even decreases a life, that is your durability of this life decreases. So you need to see for your oxidation resistance, your corrosion, and resistance to elements. So is it going to react with some elements, toxicity of this? So when you see these factors, then based on this reactivity level, you can even decide the better element for your particular design, valuability of yours, based on these factors. Now comes our important question, that is availability. When you see its availability, it has very good amount of supply. Your supply chain limit is very good, but it is not that high limit. It is moderately good. Now the present, when you see, this comes on your third position, then this is moderately available. So when you see availability also, this is, has a good limit of availability, so this factor is also satisfied. Then what you have to see is your cost ratio, like what every business deal happens with, what is the cost of your metal, is it too high, is it too less. Like when see you see aluminum of your, excuse me, aluminum, it costs you around $0.60, that is somewhere around like this is your per kg, so it is moderately okay with that, not too costly, too less. You see here gold is why this is on demanding, because it's this is demanding because of its cost. See, your gold is on your top position here, like the similar way this is on your fourth position, so this is moderately demanding, moderate. So this is also with very good cost ratio, so you can even prefer for this. Now coming to next factor, and then you should look for production volume. How much are you going to manufacture it? Like you're going to manufacture in whole, like lot of product or least. So based on that, your selection of material matters. Then what you need to select is it your primary manufacturing process or secondary? What is this primary manufacturing process is? Primary manufacturing process is, if you have to manufacture it for, if you're going to give like small product, if you are going to manufacture complete car, that is, you're going your that is your secondary manufacture, that is your finish. What is your primary, like you have small bolts like nuts bolts, that is your primary manufacture. Depending on what factors you are doing, you need to select your this thing. Then comes your manufacturability, that is your primary processes, that is forging, machining, casting. What are you going to do upon that? Based on that, your selection happens. Your Now let's see its abundance, how much amount of this is available. When you see this is available somewhere around 8.1%, still it is still on the lower scale, but still it is okay available, it is moderately available than compared to other things also, like sodium is very least, that is 2.8, so it is than better compared. This is on 8.1, this is on moderate level. This comes to your third position in your earth crust, this is third position on your earth crust. Then the reason behind choosing this aluminum is, here are the factors: because of your high strength to the weight ratio, your strength to the weight. What is your strength? Like if suppose this strength depends on your durability. If your strength is more, it runs to long time of years. That is the factor here. Durability, we need to even see what is the durability of that. To see this durability, we need to come on this strength also. These are interconnected factors. These are mechanical factors which are interconnected. Then we see it's highly electrical, it is highly electric and thermal conductivity. It is very good, what do you say, has very good, it can easily pass electricity upon this. That's why aluminum is preferred. This is maximum preferred in your electrical industry, because it has very good electric conductivity and its thermal conductivity. And one more thing is, it is highly, like it is resistance to the corrosion. This even gives you more durability. If your corrosion is less, it can run for more number of years, it does not react with atmosphere and oxygen, so it runs for more number of years. That is again a plus point. So like maximum, when you see, you don't have any disadvantages of this, so that's why we take aluminum. Now let's speak about, uh, uh, we'll speak about alloys. What is basically alloy? Alloy is, suppose if you want a better strength, if you want, suppose if you're willing to see, manufacture a car or something, but you want multiple properties. Suppose copper have some properties, aluminum, you want both the properties in one complete compound. So if you want both both the things in one complete, you need to mix complete in the some particular ratio. That is called mixing of your elements, is called alloying. Alloying is basically mixing of your two or more elements. Then that what happens is, that is principal alloy mixing is, sometimes what happens is you mix, that has series, alloy with series 1, aluminum with series 1, aluminum series 2, aluminum series 3. My topic is aluminum series 3, that is we are mixing copper with aluminum so that to increase its strength. Now, in coming slides, we'll discuss more about that. That is principal alloying elements. What are the like base elements? What do you say the base elements? That is, your copper is your base element, your magnesium, silicon, manganese is your basic element, and zinc, ferrous. These are your base elements. On that, what are we going to add to increase its strength? We are going to add titanium, boron, that is nickel, boronium, and lead. To increase the strength, we are going to add it upon that. So now let's see what is the role of alloying elements. What basically, when we alloy, when we add aluminium with copper, what happens? My topic for this is aluminium series 3. Then that is, we are adding copper into that. So when we add copper into that, we increase the strength. Increases strength, it increases the hardness. As it increases, it directly affects durability, ductility. It increases its strength. That is again a plus point. That is, you're increasing its strength. That is a very good factor. So that is leading us on a positive side. So we can go with aluminium series 3. That is like deciding factor. We as a engineers need to decide this, which one will suit you better. So based on this, we decide, like that is hot cracking tendency. It can even like withstand hot cracking tendency, this kind of combination, aluminium copper. And one more is aluminium and magnesium, aluminium and not magnesium. What happens with this increases, if you want a better yield or tensile strength, ultimate tensile strength, you need to go with this combination, that is aluminium and magnesium. So this gets added and improves your ductility, and it gives you very good resistance to your corrosion. It does not corrode, like it does not react with the atmosphere, in your atmosphere and air. And it decreases your resistivity. It decreases your resistivity. And one more coming with aluminum and silicon. When you see aluminum and silicon, it increases your tensile strength. These are your different combinations. Just I'm showing you different combinations. And then you come with your hardness. When you mix in this aluminum and silicon ratio, you increases your hardness up to 13% of your weight ratio. Weight ratio is how much you're adding, that that particular 13% of that increases. And decreases the hot cracking. What this hot cracking is, like when this if you're working on higher temperatures, like what do you say, if you're working on your casting process, when you add like hot aluminum is casted and made into shape, so there happens is your cracking of this. So it decreases your hot cracking and good resistance to your corrosion. This is aluminum with magnesium, Mg. The previous one was manganese. This one is magnesium. It increases your strength, hardness, and good resistance to your corrosion, and increases your weldability. And what this weldability is, your if you're trying to join metals, so it increases. It gives what do you say? Like in between, it increases your joint machinability. That is your weldability. When you are joining this alloying, that is aluminum with zinc. So what happens is, when heat is transferred, it increases your strength and hardness of that, and your toughness and susceptibility of your stress corrosion cracking also is increased. These are your classification, like these are your series. Like mine was this series. Your series, you have like 9 series of this. Pure aluminum is mixed with different kind of. So understanding this, we understand with different mixing. This was Tanish signing off. Thank you.